Welcome to Everything We Know About Hades 2 whilst I play Hades 1. Please don't judge my run, I'm rather rusty and you can tell. Hades 2 was first revealed on December 8th, 2022, with confirmation that more information on Hades 2 Early Access is coming in 2023, meaning you'll be able to buy and play a working progress version of the game contributing feedback and gameplay data. However, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Early Access is only available on PC via Steam and the Epic Game Store. Apparently they also started working on the game in 2021 and there's no plans to make the game multiplayer. According to Supergiant Games, Hades 2 is the bewitching sequel to our roguelike dungeon crawler, in which you'll battle beyond the underworld using dark sorcery to take on the Titan of Time and leader of the Titans. This Titan, the main antagonist of the game and named Kronos, is the father of Hades and his brothers. Kronos escaped the imprisonment of the underworld and captured his son, Hades, to wage war against Olympus. So with the help of Olympus, you must enter the underworld to defeat Kronos and his forces. It's Supergiant's first ever sequel, which is exciting, and this time you'll play as Melanoi, immortal sorceress, princess of the underworld, daughter of Hades, and sister to Zagreus. I have no doubt they'll shorten that down to Mel, as they did with Zag, so I'll continue with that. Other characters already confirmed include Hecate, the goddess of witchcraft, taking on a central role in the game as a mentor for Mel, possibly like Achilles for Zagreus in the first game. Moros, Doom Incarnate, and another of Nyx's children, hence the slight resemblance to his brother Thanatos. Apollo, god of light and younger twin brother of Artemis. His status curse is Daze, but its effects are still unknown. As a reminder, we had various temporary status curse effects in the first game, like Weak from Aphrodite and Hangover from Dionysus. Nemesis, the goddess of retribution, and a daughter of Nyx who does seem to act like a friendly nemesis in the voice lines we've read so far. Fun fact, she didn't feature in the first game physically, but she was mentioned as being one of the previous wielders of the Stygian blade. Dora, a friendly shade that is already being theorized as fans as Pandora from the Tale of Pandora's Box, and apparently Zeus will be returning. Now, onto the gameplay. We don't know much aside from what we've seen in the reveal trailer. It will be another roguelike dungeon crawler, but apparently the locations will be both bigger and completely new, with different challenges, abilities, and weapons. As a witch, I'd expect a lot more magical abilities and spells, but we did see that she at least has a small scythe and dagger to work with. I'm personally getting stealthy spellcasting rogue vibes, which is right up my street. I'm expecting a lot of replay value and a lot of deaths as I get the handle of my new character, much like the first game. I imagine there will be references to the first Hades, but I doubt you'll need to have played it before giving the sequel a try. Saying that, the first game is fantastic and you should play it anyway. Okay, so we're now at the part of the video where I've realised just how bad I am at this whole YouTube thing. I did try and slow down my pace a little bit and I wrote out pages as a script. Okay, maybe not pages, maybe it was one page. But I thought, you know, that's going to be a good 10 minutes or so. No, apparently it's just less than 3 minutes, and I've still got loads left to go. So I guess we're going to do a deep dive on the Greek mythology behind the characters that we've just discussed, because I don't know too much about them and I love Greek mythology, so why the hell not? First things first, I really should mention, and you may already be aware of this, but with a lot of games like this, God of War, anything relying on that Greek mythology, or any mythology at all, they do take creative liberties because it is mythology and they've got to tell a story of some sort, keep it entertaining, so I don't blame them for that. There's no single source of truth, is there? So the next section of this video where I do focus on these characters, you may have heard something completely different from a different source, and that's okay. Honestly, it's more fun this way. And it also means that we can't spoil it for ourselves, because who knows if Supergiant are going to follow any of these stories or come up with their own again. They took a lot of creative liberties, as I said, with the first game, and I love them for it. So let's start with Melanoi herself. Mel is a Greek goddess known for bringing nightmares and madness to those she haunts. Now, that's a girl boss behaviour right there. I should add, for those who are unaware, Greek mythology tends to be very dark, very violent, and very incestuous. The story we were fed through Hades 1 is a fairly innocent, family-friendly version of the abduction of Persephone, and that's putting it lightly. Alright. So, according to legend, Mel was actually the daughter of Zeus and Persephone. Makes sense given Zagreus was the son of Zeus and Persephone and intended to take over the throne from Zeus until Hera, the actual wife of Zeus, had him killed and eaten by the Titans to punish Zeus for him being a cheating douchebag. Don't worry, there's more to Zag's story, as Persephone found his heart, which was magically still beating, and placed it into the body of a mortal woman to be birthed again. See what I mean? Mythology is wild, and this is just one version of the story. Back to Mel. So Hades found out Persephone was pregnant with another of Zeus's children, so he tore Mel's body apart. Somehow she survived, but I have a feeling this isn't going to be the basis of Hades 2. However, it also says she can shapeshift and takes on various forms through the power of illusion. She also tends to play a significant role in Underworld-adjacent stories, as she has the ability to communicate with the spirits of the dead. Some even describe her as the powerful protector of the dead, offering guidance to these spirits. I wouldn't put it past Supergiant to include some really cool shape-shifting abilities, and now I have some new hopes for how this game will play out. We already know Hecate has taken on an important role and was heavily featured in the trailer, but honestly, I don't know much about her other than being the goddess of magic and witchcraft, so let's learn together. Hecate was a chthonic goddess that preceded the Olympians and was worshipped by the masses. She was also closely associated to the spiritual world, and people would even put up shrines in her honor in hopes that it would protect them from evil spirits wandering the earth. So, both Mel and Hecate have a strong connection to deceased spirits and magic. One thing I've not been sure about this whole time is where these characters were in the first game. The reveal trailer opens with a fight between the two, only to be stopped by Hecate and go into the epic little Hades tune that instantly caused streams of tears from my eyes, indicating that they were training together. Hecate goes on to say, "We can but learn, and the greatest teacher is out there." And death to Kronos. I'm so sorry, I didn't even realize I'd been saying it wrong this whole video. I'm sorry, the comments are gonna eat me alive. Anyway, point is, clearly they're pointing at a student-teacher type relationship. Perhaps Mel has been away for school during the events of the first game, and Nemesis seems to be another student constantly jabbing at her because she wants to take her place. It's kind of like Hogwarts, but better in every way imaginable. Now I'm wondering where Zag is, and I have so many questions, and I hope they get answered when the game is out. Moving further into the trailer, we see Hades in chains, who says, "He is no mere titan, he is time himself, and time cannot be stopped." Clearly about Kronos, so let's move on to him. Here's where it gets a bit confusing, because there are actually two Cronoses in Greek mythology, one who is a primordial god and the personification of time, and one who is leader of the Titans. I've actually read that lots of people conflate the two, and clearly Supergiant have done the same thing because they cite him as both the god of time and leader of the Titans. The Titan leader is also the one who's father to Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, Zeus, and Chiron. He led a rebellion against his tyrannical father, only to end up as awful as he was. And I'm starting to think maybe this family should have considered family therapy. Just putting it out there. Though good on Zeus, who was apparently the one to overthrow him and lock him up in Tartarus. I really have no idea how they're going to pay Kronos in the game, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Alright, we've made it to nearly 8 minutes, and I'm already sick of my voice, and I'm sure that you're sick of it too. Do you know what started all of this? Not only the fact a lot of people have asked on this YouTube channel for me to make longer videos, which terrifies me because I'm short form content creator and I speak very quickly, so I really don't know how to present to an audience. I did do a public speaking course or workshop in the last week, so I thought, you know what, we'll give it a try. We'll get better at, putting in the proper inflections, enunciating, pacing well. Clearly I've done none of that. And I would like to get to a point where I do better video essays, hence me attempting right now, but it turns out I can't even make it 10 minutes without feeling like I am not doing a very good job of it. Maybe I should just stick to the shorter, concise 3 to 5 minutes at a maximum and go from there. I will say that I'm very aware this is not one of my best Hades runs. I made some very questionable choices throughout, and it wasn't as fast as I was hoping, and I know that if you are going to speedrun this game, there are certain pacts of punishment, heat thingies that I shouldn't have selected. I'm trying to get quicker at this game. I really want to get a run that's under that 10-minute mark. I appreciate that a lot of people tend to favour, I think the shield is a really popular speedrunning weapon, but I love the spear so much. Maybe I just need to accept defeat and go back to the shield, or I don't know, I think the bow as well is quite a popular option. Anyway, point of this, not my best run, but I'm absolutely happy to hear any speedrunning tips, any boons that you think are must-haves, anything that could be doing better. Aside from, actually getting better at dodging, I'm looking back on this like, I took a lot of damage this time round and I stupidly used a Death Defiance because I wasn't paying attention. I think that's one of my biggest flaws. I just kind of zone out and come back in like, oh yeah, I was trying to go fast this time round. Also, I have no idea if it's even possible to just get everything to spawn in one area, especially in this area. I find that everything spawns so far away and I lose so much time just running around trying to find them. So yeah, any tips, more than welcome. And I'm also well aware that I can beat Hades so much quicker than that. I think I just kind of got lazy towards the end when I was like, well, this isn't going to be my fastest run. Let's just go with it. I can only improve from here, right? Maybe not, but anyway, give me your tips. I'd love to hear them. I'm gonna let you just watch the rest of the run, and then maybe I'll come back with a success story when I actually get it under 10 minutes. Right now my personal best is 13, so just a few minutes out. I just need to, you know, play it more regularly than I am right now. Alright, enjoy Death to Chronos.
Don't come back. Try another one, maybe. Delicious. Here's the fee. The flight chamber.
Down there yet, Zagreus?
Now let's be reasonable now. Try. May help.
Get away from her.
Hear me on my authority.
ample time.
I'll have you know.
Oh, I'd not take your... Help yourself.
I can't. Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Ah, at last.
Prepare to be...
Megara.
You touch her.
Together!
Not yet.
Lady Aphrodite, guide my hand!
Whose side is she on? I'm empty. What a loudmouth. You shades enjoy yourselves. Hey, man. Satyrs. No way. Five-second rule. That was 5 seconds, right? Is that giant snake stone once again? Meg,
You called?
you're gone. In the name of Hades. Can't do that. Not yet. Found it already. Phew. Should stock up for the road ahead. Electric.
The fearsomes.
Thanks, boy. I'm back, Father.
You are. Zagreus? Oh, I'm darkness.
You're nothing.
Darkness. Don't your eyes deceive you, boy? Blast you.
Let's go.
Now, this.
It doesn't work right now.
No help is coming, boy.
Oh, that hurt.
You're going back.
Come on. Come do
Use
that.
the enemy. I must go.
In the name of someone very sore right now.